Okay, so hi everyone. My name is Abhishek, and I will be teaching you Kubernetes from the very basic to an advanced level. And we're going to talk about it as basically like why is it used. And most of the times, a lot of people come across Kubernetes and they don't know why does it exist. So let me just write in for you so that we can just begin. So Kubernetes. Okay. So the first question is, why does it exist? So this is like a very important question. And what exactly does it solve? So why Docker is not enough? So now I've also talked about Docker. Okay. So I think if you've taken a course for Kubernetes, you might be aware of Docker. If you're not aware, you can also go through the course for Docker. Okay. So let's just start. Now, how applications were previously deployed, let's first talk about it. So, how applications were deployed. Okay. So if we talk about how applications were deployed before, the main thing or you might be aware of is basically there used to be one server, okay, one application, and third one is manually installed dependencies. Okay. Now everything works perfectly fine when the traffic is less. So when the number of users are quite less, and then it works quite well. Okay, so in the case of limited traffic, it works fine. Okay, so in the case of limited traffic, everything work fine, but when traffic increases, so in the case of when traffic increases, what exactly happens? The app crashes, okay, and then we need a second server. Need of second server. Okay, so now we talk about the questions that we have in this case when we have like a bigger traffic, and we have a problem of like users have increased, app is crashing. So what are the questions that come into our mind? Is basically first question, in the case of when we have a lot of users, the biggest problem is how do I deploy updates without the downtime. Okay, so this is like the main question that comes to into our mind, like how would you deploy updates without having a downtime? And apart from that, what exactly happens if my server dies? Because this is like a big question. If the server dies, what exactly is going to happen? And how do I scale automatically? So like you might be using these applications like Uber or Amazon and all other applications. They always have updates, but they update each and everything without any specific downtime. And if in any case the server dies, how do they do it? And how do they scale? Okay, so first we talk about Docker. So what Docker does is Docker is able to fix it. Basically helps in dependencies. So your dependencies, your runtime are basically packaged into one portable unit. Okay, so that is what exactly Docker does. So now moving on, it basically helps to make an application or to make a package that can work anywhere. Okay, so works anywhere, and then we have faster deployments, and now we have also no dependency conflict. Okay, so everyone who uses Docker, everyone knows that Docker has these kind of powers. It helps us to deploy the applications that can work anywhere, also has like faster deployments, and there are no dependency conflicts. Okay, but Docker does not solve one problem, that is basically production orchestration. When I talk about production orchestration, what comes into our mind? It's basically Kubernetes. That is what Kubernetes does. Okay, so now the next question that comes to our mind, why Docker alone is not enough? Okay, and the reasons are, what if container crashes? So this is like a big thing. What if the container crashes? And the next one is, what if a server goes down? And the next one is, how do I distribute the traffic? And the last one, how do I roll the updates safely? That's the most important. Now, this is where the main showman, the main thing, Kubernetes, comes into play. Okay, so what exactly Kubernetes is a container orchestrator. Okay, this means Kubernetes runs your containers, restarts them if they crash, and also scales them when the traffic increases. And it also helps to replace dead servers automatically. Okay, so this is what Kubernetes is. It helps to run the container, restart them if they crash, helps to scale them if traffic increases. So it also helps to replace the dead servers automatically. So what are all the components, in Kubernetes? So we are going to dive deep into all these things in the next lecture. So in this one, I just wanted to tell you what exactly is Kubernetes, and why do we need it, and how it can help us to improve, and why it is used by a lot of organizations. Okay, so this is why Kubernetes is used. And now let's talk about something a bit more controversial. So that's basically like, I'm just gonna erase this a bit, yeah, so that I can write in. So now comes the next question that comes to your mind: when do we not need Kubernetes? When we have like one small app and we have low traffic, then there is no need of Kubernetes. And if we have like a big app in which we need reliability and scaling, and we need automation, that is where Kubernetes comes into play. So if we talk about where Kubernetes is used, where we need reliability, scaling, and automation. Okay, so in the next video, we talk about what actually runs in a Kubernetes cluster, what exactly are pods, what are nodes, and what are control panels. So this was all about this video. We are going to dive deep into Kubernetes cluster, how to install Kubernetes, how to basically make all these things, what are pods, what are nodes. We are going to talk about each and everything. But for now, I just wanted to tell you what exactly is Kubernetes and why do we need it. So that's all for this video. Thank you so much.